So today I'm gonna show you 5 amazing chess traps for black in the Stafford Gambit that you can use to trick your opponents and win in just a few moves. So let's move on to the first trap. So after e4, e5, knight f3, knight f6, he takes, then you play knight c6, and after he takes you recapture, d3, defends the pawn. Then you play bishop c5, threatening to play knight to g4. So he goes bishop to g5, pinning your knight to the queen. But then you just play knight takes e4, sacrificing the knight. Here, if he catches your free queen, then you play bishop takes f2, king to e2 only move, then bishop to g4 is a checkmate. But what if here he just catches your knight? Then you're not going to capture this bishop. Instead you play bishop takes f2, sacrificing the bishop. If he catches, then you take the queen and you're winning. So king to e2, but then you play bishop g4 check, and then you take the queen and you're winning. Let's move on to the next trap. So after e4, e5, knight f3, knight f6, he takes, knight c6, and after he takes, you just recapture, e5, hits the knight. So knight to e4, and after d3, attacking this knight even further, you again go for bishop c5, threatening a fork on f2. So he takes your knight, but then you play bishop takes f2 check. Now, he can't capture this free bishop, otherwise he loses the queen. So he can just play king e2. But then you have bishop g4 check, and again you can just take the queen, and you're winning. Let's move on to the next trap. So after e4, e5, knight f3, knight f6, he takes knight c6, then after he takes a recapture, knight c3 defends the pawn, then bishop c5, and after bishop c4 preparing to castle, you just go for knight to g4, threatening a fork on f2, so he can castle here. But then you have queen to h4, threatening mate in 1, so he gotta play h3, attacking this knight. But then you play knight takes f2. Here, if he captures with the rook, then you can take and you are winning because you are up the exchange. But what if here he plays queen f3? Then you play knight takes h3, double check. It's a double check, so you gotta move the king. Then you play knight f2, double check again. King g1 only move, and then queen to h1 is a checkmate. Let's move on to the next trap. So after e4, e5, knight f3, knight f6, he takes, knight c6, he takes, then you recapture, and after d3, defending this pawn, you go for bishop c5, bishop e2, prevents knight to g4 jump, and also prepares to castle. Then you just play h5, this awkward looking move, and it seems like he can just castle here. Then you go for knight g4, s3 hits the knight, then you play queen d6, threatening mate in 1. Here, if he captures this knight, then you recapture. So you can try playing g3, but then queen takes g3 is a checkmate. And you can't take with the f pawn because it is pinned by the bishop. But what if he just plays g3 and then threatening to take the knight? Well, then you can just take this pawn with check. You can't take because of the pin. So king h1 and then queen h2 is a checkmate. Let's move on to the next trap. So here, after he takes a recapture, e5 hits the knight. Then you centralize the knight. And here he goes for d4, defending this pawn and controlling the center. Then queen h4, threatening mate in 1. So g3, attacking the queen. But then you just take this pawn with the knight. He can't take with that pawn because he will take the rook. So f takes g3. But then you have queen to e4 check. And then you will just grab the rook and you are winning. So if you have enjoyed this video, then don't forget to give this video a like. And if you don't want to miss the upcoming videos, then don't forget to subscribe.